Hello and welcome to my meditation. My name is Debra Baker and I'm so happy and grateful that you have joined us for this little while. Since I recorded an extra meditation last week about helping you to fall asleep, I thought we could do one this week on waking up. So this will be a great meditation to bookmark, to listen to maybe as your alarm when you wake up in the mornings, just to get you to start your day. So let's begin. So we are going to begin as usual with our 3 nice, really deep breaths. So before we start, each breath is going to get deeper. Each exhale is going to get a little slower. So now let's begin. Take the first breath. Fill up your chest, fill up your belly. Hold it for a second and okay, now the next time, an even deeper breath. Imagine filling up your lungs and your back. Just hold it for a second and then breathe it out even more slowly. Now take the deepest breath you've taken all day. Get ready to hold it for a second. Hold it. And then let it out nice and slowly. So one of the things that I think is important is to synchronize with the earth. So we're having these human experiences. And as we relax our bodies, so if we're waking up, our bodies are already relaxed. So maybe we're thinking about invigorating them. So just kind of wiggle your toes for a second. And then stretch your feet, point your toes, pull your toes back, maybe wiggle them side to side. And then circle each of your ankles. And then your calves, imagine kind of waking up your calves, which, helps to move your feet as you're doing it, and your knees. And now your upper legs, so really stretch first the backs of your legs out, your hamstrings, and then stretch the fronts of your legs. So stretch your quads, maybe push your legs together. And now stretch your hips, so swing your knees to one side and then let them fall to the other. So pull your feet up. If you're lying down, pull your feet up toward your body so that your legs are bent, and then let your knees fall to the left and then to the right. That hip stretch feels so good to me. And I'm just imagining kind of pressing the small of your back into the bed if you're still lying in bed, or if you're sitting up, just kind of pressing the small of your back backward, and then rolling your pelvis so you're pressing it forward. Maybe circle each hip a little bit. Imagine kind of winding your pelvis around so as though your belly is on some kind of crank. So you bring it forward to the side, back, and then go the other way. Just kind of wake up your digestive system. And now with your chest and your upper back, pull your shoulders forward and stretch out your upper back. Oh, that always feels so good. And then do the opposite. Pull your shoulder blades together and really open up all your pecs, your chest muscles. And now squeeze your hands together and then stretch them. So fists and then wide. And then make circles with your wrists and then your lower arms. So use all those lower arm muscles as you're circling your wrists. And then circle your entire lower arm so you're kind of waking up your elbows, and twist your arms forward and back to wake up your upper muscles in your upper arms. And then roll your shoulders, so make circles forward, up, back, and down, and then do the opposite. So back, up, forward, and down. Just kind of roll your shoulders. And now roll your head. First to the left and then to the right, or whichever way works for you. Drop your head toward your right shoulder. Drop your head gently toward your left shoulder. Tuck your chin. And then imagine you're looking up at the stars or looking up at the sky. Okay, so I brought my tuning forks because I was talking about aligning with the earth. So you may not hear these, or you may hear them differently, but your body will feel the Gaia frequency, the Schuman resonance, which is the energy of the earth. So if you've been sleeping and you've kind of off into your own little dream world, or just dead asleep like I am sometimes, now you get to kind of remember your soul is having an earthly experience. So just breathe that in. So the Schumann resonance is a very low frequency. So why there are two tuning forks is because when you have two tuning forks that are not the exact same frequency, you get a third frequency, which is the difference between the two. And so in this case, the difference between the two is the Gaia frequency. So the first time that I heard that was when I was taking a sound healing class, and I was listening to it while I was riding in the car, and I thought we had a flat tire because, like I said, it's a very low frequency. And while we were riding along, I was hearing this wah 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 wah, like you hear when you have a flat tire. And we didn't, of course. It was just that somewhere in me I felt or heard that frequency. So congratulate yourself on tuning in to your infinite self. So we know that we are infinite spirit having a human experience. And we are here on purpose. Everything you've done up until now in this human experience is on purpose. And everything going forward is on purpose, whether you realize it or not. So it really helps having this attitude and accepting that there are no mistakes. That everything that has happened in the past is part of the tapestry of your life. No accident. Now, it's not to say that we don't get to learn from things we've done in the past and maybe choose differently in the future. So let's spend a moment or so forgiving ourselves, because no matter how old you are, chances are if someone asked you the question, what is your biggest regret in this life, you would have an answer for that. We will not regret the past, nor wish to shut the door on it, which means that everything that has happened in the past brought you to the person that you are today. And if you listen closely, you can hear the angels applauding for the person you are today. Hallelujah, hooray, what a beautiful soul. We are so glad you're here. We are so grateful that you are joining us for this experience. And so we begin a new day. What is yours to do today? So if you are like me, you probably have a planner and a list of things that you have planned for the day. So let's acknowledge that it is good to have plans. And then let's see if Spirit has something else in store for us, something additional. So I'm going to be quiet for like a full minute and just welcome you to just listen and see if a word or a phrase or something, an image comes to you about today. I read a story about someone who did that practice, which, we took a minute. You do it in probably 15 seconds of just being quiet and asking either your higher self, God, your guardian angels, whatever you pray to, or just your own inner guidance. What is a word for me today? And in the story I read, this person got the message, act now. And so he was booking airline tickets and planning to book airline tickets that day. And when he got a price, he thought to himself, okay, is this the best price I'm going to get? And then he remembered that morning his message, which was act now. So he booked it, and then he found out the next day that the price actually went up. So it doesn't have to be an earth-shattering, you're going to cure cancer message. It can be something as simple as making your life a little easier, keeping a few dollars in your pocket. Trusting yourself, trusting the universe. And so there is a wonderful day in store for you. Let's decide together, right here and right now, that this day is not going to include beating ourselves up in any way, shape, or form. I'm not going to beat myself up today. I'm not going to think negatively. No regrets. No recriminations or shoulds or shaming or guilt. What we're going to do today is focus on this wonderful, beautiful world that we are part of today. Because this moment right here is the only one that is real. Everything else is in our minds. So let's live fully in this moment. Let's be present to ourselves, to the wonder of today, and trust that, as things pan out and work out, sometimes they seem to be what we wanted, sometimes they don't seem to be what we wanted, but we'll trust that. Whether it's what we want or not, it is in divine order. It is the universe showing up for us. You are a beautiful, beautiful soul who came here to this earth to spread your own colors, your own flavor of wonder and beauty. And so I invite you to focus on the gifts that you brought here, the gifts that you share, the wonder that you are, the beautiful, magical person that inhabits Earth right now through you, as you. Take a deep breath, and as you stretch, I invite you to just stretch your whole body, waking up those cells. And make the decision right now that this is going to be a wonderful day. It is going to be just a perfect day. Maybe an ordinary day, but sometimes the ordinary days are the best days. And you're going to see beauty all around, and most especially in yourself. A deep, deep appreciation for who you are, and reminding yourself that everyone around you benefits from your being here. So thank you for sharing the earth with me at this time. So let's take a few more invigorating deep breaths. Sending energy and light and love to every cell in your body. Reminding yourself that you are whole and perfect exactly as you are, ready to take on the day ahead, knowing that your higher power, God, the infinite, the one presence and the one power, has your back. And you don't have to make any excuses or apologies for who you are, because you chose well. You and the infinite chose well. I'll have a picture of my shirt after this video so you can see what Nana was up to this weekend, or not really see what I was up to, but you get the idea. And I just invite you to have a wonderful week, and again, bookmark this so that you can start your day with it, and just remember that you are whole and perfect, exactly as you are, a beautiful, beautiful soul. And I'm so grateful that you are here now sharing this experience with me. So the one presence moving in, through, and as me honors and recognizes the one presence moving in, through, and as you. Have a wonderful week. Namaste.